Trump uncovers massive corruption, Obama, FBI conspired to hide one shocking truth. You may have never heard of it, but there exists a counter to the left-wing legal juggernaut, the ACLJ. It's aptly called the ACLJ, American Center for Law and Justice, as it actually seeks to protect our most cherished rights, whereas the ACLU is mostly a tool of the left to squash conservatives. Thanks partly to the work of the ACLJ and its head, Jay Sekulow, many secrets regarding the dying embers of the Obama presidency and his administration's collusion with Hillary Clinton, have been unearthed. Last summer, during the height of the Clinton email saga, Bill Clinton thought he was secretly meeting with Obama's Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, on the tarmac. But news about the meeting quickly hit the airwaves, rightfully calling into question the Justice Department's potential biases regarding the Clinton investigation. Both Bill and Loretta downplayed the meeting and the left-wing media eagerly did as well, but even the disgraced James Comey was bothered by it. Now, thanks to the ACLJ, we have evidence that the FBI lied when it was pressed if it had evidence that Obama's DOJ was colluding with the media to suppress the story, and that Lynch had a secret email she used to conduct official business. As reported at Mad World News, the ACLJ has filed a federal lawsuit against the DOJ bureaucracy over the secret meeting between former AG Lynch and former President Clinton. The Intrepid Group has uncovered documents proving there was collusion between the Obama White House and the media to bury the story. On the afternoon of June 29, 2016, 2 days after the Clinton-Lynch meeting, senior DOJ officials forwarded an email containing a transcript of AG Lynch's press availability where she answered questions about the meeting to the assistant press secretary and spokeswoman at the Obama White House, Brandy Hoffine. I've attached a document containing the transcript to this email, and I've included the text below. Please let me know if there is anything that needs to be corrected. 19 minutes later, the same senior DOJ official, Melanie Newman, the person who had taken point on the DOJ propaganda team, emailed the FBI to flag the story about the meeting. This email, which the Comey-led FBI swore didn't exist, included the now redacted talking points, key spin the Obama deep state still doesn't want the public to see. During his congressional testimony, Comey admitted that the Clinton-Lynch meeting was the reason for his now infamous public pronouncement exonerating Hillary Clinton. He testified before Congress. In an ultimately conclusive way, that was the thing that capped it for me, that I had to do something separately to protect the credibility of the investigation, which meant both the FBI and the Justice Department. The ACLJ also has evidence that within 2 minutes of the first press inquiry about the Clinton-Lynch meeting, senior DOJ officials had added Matthew Axelrod, the Principal Associate Deputy Attorney General, into the conversation. Axelrod was the number 2 to Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates and, according to his bio, took the lead in advising on crisis management within the DOJ, working closely with the White House, Congress, the FBI, and the media on DOJ's most sensitive and high-profile matters. Which shows that just 2 minutes after the story of the meeting hit the wire, senior DOJ officials were already scrambling to prevent a full-blown crisis, because they knew exactly what the meeting was about and how it would be perceived. But it gets even more interesting, as Paige Herwig, counselor to AG Lynch, was directly editing the still-redacted talking points. Herwig is now the Deputy General Counsel to the U.S. Senate Committee on the Judiciary for Ranking Member Dianne Feinstein, the committee that is now investigating the Lynch matter. Gee, talk about conflict of interest. Before becoming counselor to AG Lynch, Herwig was special assistant and associate counsel to President Obama. Yes, a pattern of collusion and back-scratching is clearly emerging. What this shows is that the very people responsible for the cover-up of the meeting are now in charge of the investigation itself, and as expected, they're all Obama cultists. The evidence and actions by the administration show that this meeting wasn't simply two cronies talking about their grandkids, but something far more diabolical. Otherwise, you wouldn't have senior officials scrambling to get talking points to their media servants, and getting cushy positions in the aftermath in the offices and committees of the people they protected. The ACLJ's lawsuit is vital in getting to the bottom of this scandal, as no journalist or media agency is willing to touch the story, because it would only make the left look bad. Like they did when the meeting first came out, they're already running interference against these damning revelations, trying to discredit Sekulow and downplay it all. They're more than happy report on an unsubstantiated, grade school-level dossier about Trump's supposed Russia exploits, but it's asking too much for them to cover a story verified in email by the perpetrators themselves. We have a Soviet-style press in the U.S., incapable and unwilling to run any story that might hurt their comrades. It's about power, not truth or justice. This is why accountability is all but non-existent these days. Only a few righteous crusaders remain in the fight, and we must support their efforts if we want to restore our nation's crumbling institutions.